In your brain, there are billions of nerve cells, and they are making trillions, perhaps even in some people, a quadrillion connections. If you then ask, based on how many possible connections you can make in your brain, that number is greater than the total number of particles in the universe. That's how amazing your brain is.
So Rudy, of course, you are an expert in memory. Alzheimer's disease is a loss of memory or ability to at least remember things in the past. I remember you had a conference of over 150 neuroscientists, and I called you on the phone. I said, can you ask your scientific colleagues, where is memory stored at the cellular level, or how is memory stored? And what happened when you asked them that?
It's funny, when I ask neuroscientists, so where are memories stored? There's always the same response. There's some hand waving. Say, in your brain. I say, well, where? Where exactly? Well, in the neural network. Where? In the synapse. Wait a minute. Synapse are, two connecting pieces of a nerve cell. It's protoplasm connected. As Cahal called it, the protoplasmic kiss. Where's the memory? Well, it's in there. And I said, wait, that's not an answer for a scientist. It's in there. I'm asking, what's the thumb drive in the brain? I mean, we know where we store JPEGs and videos from our computer. It's on a thumb drive. Where's the thumb drive in the brain? We know how the brain makes connections in synapses to recall a memory, to call up a memory, to call up the image of your mother's face or the color of a rose. But do we know where that image of your mom or the rose was stored? Where was the thumb drive? And any neuroscientist has to admit we don't know. It's conjured up in the brain, but we physically don't know where it's stored.
This is a very important point. It's conjured up in the brain, but we don't know where it is stored at a cellular level.
There's truly no good answer.
But all the neuroscientists still believe that memory is in the brain. That is somewhere in the brain. We don't know exactly where. They believe that it's somewhere in the brain, right?
They believe that memory is imprinted in the brain the way you imprint a visual on a computer.
But we cannot explain how or where.
No, we cannot.
Okay, so here I'm going to introduce you to a radically different idea, which comes from the East wisdom traditions of Vedanta, that your memories aren't actually in your brain, they're in your soul. They exist as possibilities in soul, just like a particle is a wave and a wave is a probability or a possibility. Till you actualize the memory, it's just a potential. And there's a Sanskrit word for it, it's called sanskara. So where is your vocabulary stored right now? You have a vocabulary of several thousand words. You and I are now downloading our vocabulary in order to make sense of this conversation. Not only we're downloading it, we're doing it totally effortlessly and through intention, and we are sequentially unfolding ideas, syntax, grammar, so it makes sense, hopefully. And Vedanta would say that your entire vocabulary, your entire experience of life exists as potential in your soul, and we can talk where that is, and intention activates it. In other words, all the words that you know as your vocabulary, they exist right now in superposition as possibility in consciousness, and that you will never find memory in the brain because it's not there.
Well, I would have to agree that your brain allows you to recall words, recall pictures, process them, view them in your mind, but where those words were stored, where those visions that you can recall are stored physically in the brain, where in the cell, fat, lipid, protein, we don't know.